Hello, my lovelies. Today, we're going to be asking the question, have I met my twin flame yet? So here we have 3 different groups with the Lovers card, number 6. And we're going to have you pick a pile. And from that pile, I'll be doing a reading. So if you want to look at the cards and pick a pile that way, we're also going to use crystals, and we're also going to use zodiac signs. Now, some people don't like the zodiac signs, so I ask you then when we get to that point to skip ahead to the pile that you have picked. Some people like the zodiac signs. I'll be drawing those, and if that helps you pick a pile, that would be great. First, let's get some crystals. Here's my little crystal bag. So we're going to grab 3 in the little mix. We're going to grab them all in there. Put it in there. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, all right. Let's take a look at these. So with pile 1, we have a lazurite with pyrite inclusions. So I don't know if you can see maybe a little sparklies in there. So it's a lazurite with pyrite inclusions. Then we have a bronze pyrite. And then we have a red chalcedony. Very pretty. All right, if you have chosen a group with the crystals, head on over. Next we're doing the zodiacs. Hello, the zipper. All right, so let's give them a little shuffle. And I'll grab 4. Got 4. So in pile 1, we have Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, and Cancer. 2, 3, 4. We have Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Leo. 4 more. We have Virgo, Pisces, Aries, and Aquarius. So if these are your piles, Sun, Moon, Rising, whichever pile, maybe 2, maybe 3, if your Sun, Moon, and Rising are in different zodiacs, or just pick your sun. Either way, I'll see you in the reading. Go down below and you can click on pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll see you there. Bye. And hi, pile 1. You've picked this card, possibly with this crystal. We'll put them over here. And possibly you picked with your zodiac. If these are not your zodiac signs, that is just fine. That is one way that people like to pick their piles. Does not necessarily mean this reading is not for you. So let's grab the cards. And we're going to be, well, that was not fun. All right. So we're going to be drawing 5 cards. And these 5 cards are going to be telling us, have I met my twin flame yet? With that, we're going to be asking some questions that will help us decide if we've found that person, how they are showing up in our lives, how that is affecting us. That's a great way to say it. So we're looking for 5 cards. And so we'll be looking. I'm going to jump out. Okay, I'm going to have to pick. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Please back away. All right. Let's see what we have to work with. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the 7 of Swords. Where are these 7s coming from? The 8 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Fool. These are beautiful cards. All right. That's wonderful. That is what we want to see. Now we're going to draw. We're going to draw 1 card from these little Island Time Love cards. Boy, I'm going to have to look that name up for sure. And we just want 1 card from here. That will give us a little information. Try again. There's 1. I'll put that right here. Almost got a preview. We're also going to draw a card from the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards. And we're just looking for 1 card. We got more than 1. Duh! Okay. Which is great. And our last group is the tea leaf oracle. And let me grab that now. Now, this is just the best thing to shuffle. They're pre-shuffled. But I like to give her one last go around before I drop them all on the floor. So let's give her one little thing. We're going to pick one from here. What's popping out? This one, 2, 3, and you, 4. And that looks like, oh really? Okay, 5. Enough. We only want 5. 5's good. 5's good. Of course I kicked that. All right, so let's look at what we got for the tea leaf cards. We have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Scales. Keep your life in balance. And Gong. An exciting event. Month of the year is October. And we have Wealth. Very nice cards. So let's look over here at the Island Time card. We have the Grim Reaper. Grow and transform your life. We're going to have to look into that card. Don't fret. We'll figure that one out. These all popped out. So we have unlimited possibilities. It's all good. And feminine energy. Great. Okay, pile 1, let's take a look at all that's going on here. So we're going to start with the 7 of Cups. And the question was, why are you drawn to each other? Why are you drawn to each other? So with the 7 of Cups, it's talking about, well, luck. You have big dreams for your life. You both have big dreams. That's what drew you to each other, is like you had so many plans. You have big dreams. One thing that you need to do is like allow yourself to feel worthy of these dreams. And you probably did that for each other. What could be happening could be focusing on what if and not the right now. See, that is the problem with the 7 of Cups. It brings you out of the now, what's going on now. And it's always about looking ahead, looking where you want to go, not where you are. So the next question we have is, what makes this love great? And you got the 7 of Swords. So what makes this twin love great? What you both have is a survival mentality. You both can share in this common theme, is that you get to share your stories. You both know where each other is coming from. You have this shared, not necessarily a shared background, but similar experiences. And that really draws both of you together. That, against all odds kind of mentality. I'm here against all odds. I did this against all odds. You both had that, and that was very attractive for both of you. That independence. You both felt that you needed that independence. You have that independent spirit. And looking ahead, this might be a little bit of a problem for you two, being together, but we're going to look ahead. So I'm guessing that you've probably already met this person. As I'm talking here, this person, your twin flame, you both have survivor mentality. You're big dreamers. You love to talk about plans and what you're going to do. You've already done a lot, but you've got so much more you want to do. So now we're going to go look at what makes this complicated. And that's the 8 of Cups. And what makes this twin flame relationship complicated is the searching for something more. And that's that future mentality, future plans. You're not really settled in the now, and you want something more. You outgrow things pretty quickly. It's almost like you have a checklist. It's like, okay, I've got this, now I'm working for this, and I've got this, and now I'm working for this. It's never really a settled energy, which can be great. And it's probably what brings you two together. You've always got plans. You've always got benchmarks to hit. You've always got this energy of like, I've done this and now I can do more. But that can get complicated because sometimes you want to just sit and say, let's appreciate all that we've got. And your twin flame could possibly be saying, no, we got to keep going. We got more to do. This is not enough. I need to do more. So the next question for the next card is how my twin is helping me heal. And you got the Four of Pentacles. So this is what they are showing you or doing for you that makes this relationship so wonderful. And it looks like there's control issues of letting go and being freer, which can come from this like survival mentality that you both share. So you both have, well, you have this need for control because you have plans and you have somewhere to go and you're looking forward and they're looking forward. And to follow these plans, you want to control each step. And possibly what's going on is they're just a little more freer in what comes their way, meaning you might spin a little bit out of control when it's like, it's not supposed to happen that way. You know, you're saying like, I want it to happen this way. This is how my plan is going. And they might be a little freer to say, well, there's nothing we can do about that. Let's regroup and continue on that path. It just might be a little different path, but we're still going in the same direction. We're still going up that hill, whether it's this path or that path. So they're kind of showing you options. They're leaning more into the Seven of Cups, meaning they see the light at the end. It doesn't matter which path they take as long as they're going in that direction. And you might be a little stuck saying, well, this is the path I want. And it's not happening like that the way I want it to. And they're kind of helping you saying, no, there's the goal. We're still going in that direction, whether it's this path or that path. So they are helping you with control. And I'm quite sure it's aggravating and you appreciate all that effort. And now how you are helping your twin heal. And we have the Fool. So these two are balanced quite nicely if you look at it. The Fool can sometimes be so focused on what they want that they don't really see the dangers that are on that path. So you see them and you're like, no, we can't do this, can't do that. A lot of can'ts. And they're more like, oh, we're doing this. So what we have here, if you just look at the pictures even, for the Fool, he wants this rabbit. The rabbit has run out onto the ice knowing that it's light enough that it won't crack through. The wolf wants that rabbit that they are willing to go out on the ice to chase him. They are trusting that the universe has their back and they will not break through. And that's not sometimes reality. It's kind of like, if I do this, I have a chance to get that rabbit. If I don't do it, there's no chance. And I would rather take the chance. And it sounds like your twin flame is very willing to take chances, where you over here are not. Not as many, at least. Your road is safer. Their road, they're going for the big prizes. They're going for the big reward, whereas you're playing it safe. You've caught the bunnies, and now your job is to just make sure they all just stay put. Whereas he's going for the bigger bunnies, but they're in a much more precarious situation, and they're more willing to try to get them. So you can see how both of you together, and I'm going to look right at this card, keep your life in balance with the scales, you both balance each other. And that's kind of a beautiful twin flame scenario where you're more cautious and they're more care to the wind. So together you work really well. But the problem might be that there's this wanderlust, that there's always another goal. Once you've achieved one goal, there's another goal. And it's just, there's never this satisfaction of appreciating what you already have. So let's look at these cards, because these are quite interesting. We have the unlimited possibilities. It's all good in feminine energy. So we're going to start here with the feminine energy. Feminine energy can encapsulate the idea of trust and lack of fear. Trust that things are as they should be, but have a fear that things are not getting done. So this could be a problem, an underlying problem in the relationship. With the fear that things are not getting done, that points right up to the Eight of Cups, where you're constantly feeling you must move on. There's always something more. I can't just sit back and relax. There's this fear that you're missing out, that there's something that you should be doing. You might be lacking this. Things are the way they should be. That if I just let things be, the universe will work itself out in my favor. So you have this idea that you need to constantly work to make your own luck. The universe isn't there to just shower luck on you. You make your own luck, which is part of the Four of Pentacles and the Fool idea, that you're both working for what you want. And the Seven Cups, dreaming of more. No matter what you have, no matter how much you have, there's always more. And then we'll look at this card, which is all is good, or it's all good. All is good. So what this says is that every experience can be a teaching tool. You control how you react. What that's talking about is when something doesn't go the way you've planned it, the way you want it to go, how do you react? Do you strike out, or do you hide when things get hard? Like, what's your first reaction? Because see, with the Seven of Swords, this survival mentality that you both have, you might have learned some patterns that are not healthy spiritually. Meaning, if someone hurts you, you're either going to back off, back away, just totally remove yourself, or you're going to lash out. Oh, you're going to do that? Well, I'm going to do that more, kind of idea. And this right here may be where the both of you might not be in a place where you can both be healthy together. That here, one of you, when the going gets tough, sometimes they back off into their own space because of how, that's how they grew up, that's how they've learned to deal with stress. Whereas the other one, when that stress comes, they go right after it. They meet it head on. It's this combative energy. So you two might be dealing with the different ways that you handle things when the times are tough. And when you're always pushing forward and things change, that's tough. That's not your plan. So how you both deal with that may be a bit of tension for you. And then we're going to look at unlimited possibilities. And this goes directly with the Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Because what it's saying is, with all this dreaming that you're doing, it can seem endless. It's like, if I just work harder, if I just do this, I can plan for this, I can have so many more things. Many more things, infinite amount of things. It's almost like you just never satisfied, so there's always going to be more things. And there's always going to be more places to go and different paths to go. It's a wanderlust. You haven't really settled in the idea of what is meant to be will be, because you feel that you have goals and dreams and you have the power to make it all happen. If it's not happening, you're going to work harder to try and make that happen. And that might be where things are getting difficult with your twin flame. You have met your twin flame. You know who I'm talking about when I talk about this. You know that person. When I saw this, I went, oh no. But now I understand why this last card here, the Grim Reaper, the relationship is over. Grow and transform your life. Now, I don't think it's as dire as that is saying, but it is on track to what is happening here. What is happening here is that you are twin flames, you know this person, and they're either leaving, they're coming in, you know how they are, they're in your life, and you know that this wanderlust is going to push you apart, or they've already been in your life and they've moved on, or you've moved on. You'll probably always reconnect. You'll probably always know what the other one is doing. But this wanderlust that you have is going to take you farther and farther apart. And your experiences as twin flames are going to be also experiencing new things and sometimes separate things. And that's okay. That love is still there. That admiration is still there. You're a survivor. They're a survivor. You might come back around when you've learned some lessons, when you've calmed down this wanderlust, this passion for striving for more, for always setting new goalposts. You two are very similar, so similar. You're not similar in how you deal with stress, but you complement each other so well. But this Eight of Cups sees you two on different paths at some point. But you're always going to be part of each other's lives in some way. You are the scales. If this person hasn't come in, you know what you're looking for. You know there's going to be someone who's just, they're so hot. They have the same dreams. They have the same ambitions. You have the same story. You have the same survival mentality against all odds. You have the same independence. And it's that independence that's going to make it hard to stay together because you're independent. So let's look at what other things are going on. So we know the scales are here. So we have Diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. We're going to look at that later. An exciting event. And you are all about that. Maybe those two go together. We have October and wealth. Well, with your work ethic and their work ethic, I'm sure that in some way there is going to be an abundance of wealth. And the date we have is October. So either you've parted ways in October, maybe you'll be meeting in this October. October is in there to give you a reference to figure out if you've met this person already. So you'll be receiving a gift or giving a gift, and it's an exciting event. I'm going to we're going to do one more card draw, and these are angel numbers. With angel numbers, it's going to give you a number sign to look out for that will give you an indication of when this reading will reach a potential. But we're specifically looking for the diamond and the gong. These exciting events. Wow, I'm really just messing with doing these cards. But let's take a look and see which one pops out for you. Give you some. There we go. Thank you. Give you some measure of what? 1414. That's a good number. So 1414. And I'll just give you some indication of what that angel number means. But what I want you to do is be looking for the numbers 1414. So it says family, constructive outlook, quality. So focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend. Good vibes will speed up the process. Very nice. So yes, look for 1414. Maybe take a little lighter attitude with what's going on in your life. This is a beautiful reading. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you so much for being here. I enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you in another one. Hi, Pile 2. So you picked Pile 2, either for the card or possibly for the bronze pyrite. Or you picked it for the zodiac. If these are not your zodiac, do not worry. That's just one way that someone would like to pick their pile, using their sun, moon, or rising. So what we're going to do is grab this pile's cards and we're going to shuffle them a bit. We're going to be picking 5 cards and we're going to see if we can answer the question, have I met my twin flame yet? And what we're finding out from pile 1 is that you may have already met them, and this will help you recognize them, which is how these seem to be going together, which is so beautiful. So we are looking for 5 cards. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and too many, 5. There's our 5 cards. So let's see what we have for this reading. Our first card is the 3 of Water, the Wheel of Fortune, the Council of Monarchs, Elder of Earth, and the 4 of Fire. Very nice. So pretty. Next, we're going to grab these Love Oracle cards. We're going to look for 1 card from this pile. Got it. And then we're going to use the Shamanic Healing Oracle. And we'll grab 1 or 2 from this pile. Try again. Okay, 1, 2. These are these cards. And then we're going to grab a few tea leaf. Those are always fun. Oh yes. Especially to shuffle. Let's not be doing that too often. It's just way too awkward. So let's see which cards are going to pop out for me. I'm going to grab this one, this one, this one, yes. That's all I'm taking, and this one. Oh, the awkward putting it away. I did it. All right. So let's start out looking at what is in the tea leaves. Now, I had a great aunt who read tea leaves, palmistry, did seances, tarot. And so every time I say tea leaves, I think of her. Okay, we have the Sun, happiness and well-being. Who doesn't like that? We have the Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. We have Mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. We're going to wait on that one. So, Basket, recognition, reward for merit, October, and success. Wow, you've got some beautiful cards here. Bodes well. Let's see what this is. This is transformation and joy. And the last card, Twin Flames, bing bang bong. The yin yang zen balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. Wow, of all the cards, bing bong, there you go. So let's take a moment to look at this reading. Okay, pile 2, this is a beautiful reading, get ready. So we're going to look at the first card that came out. That's the 3 of Water. And the question is, why are you drawn to each other? And what the 3 of Water, which is the 3 of Cups, which is a cup of celebration. So what you two have, when you're looking at your twin flame, you have trust and you have companionship. So I'm going to guess right here that you already know who I'm talking about. You have trust, companionship, you do things together in the community. You're very community oriented. You like groups. You probably love to be around people. You love doing things as a group. So if you're in a group right now, look around that group. They might be there. I'm guessing by looking at the other cards, you already know who I'm talking about. So the quick answer is yes, you know who your twin flame is. Or the long answer is there's a lot more to it. So let's keep going. The second question is, what makes this love great? And it's the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is going to say that the two of you work together through the good times and the bad times. They're always there. Your twin flame is always there. When it's going good, they're there. When it's going down in the crapper, they're there. Because the Wheel of Fortune never stops. It's always turning, always going around and round. So you might be on top one day, and as the wheel turns, you're down at the bottom. But always remember, you never stay at the bottom. The wheel turns and your luck comes back up. That's the beauty of the Wheel of Fortune. But with your twin flame, they've always been there. They've seen you go through good times. They've seen you go through bad times. They've been there. And that's wonderful. So we're going to move on to this card. And the question for this card was, what makes it complicated? What makes this relationship complicated? And it's the Council of Monarchs, which is another wording they've used for the Emperor. So the Emperor energy is making this relationship complicated. What does that mean? That possibly material things are becoming more important than getting down to the emotional things. You can talk about things going on in the community. You can talk about, people and your friends, and you're really good at that. But when it comes down to getting emotional, talking about your emotions, that's harder. And it looks like you're avoiding it. It also can talk about unfinished projects. And I'm guessing the unfinished project would be those emotional conversations that you've started and never finished. So you have some unfinished work when it comes to talking about the real meaningful, really deep things that matter to you and probably matter to them also. But you really haven't touched on them yet, or at least you haven't gone deep enough. Maybe you've touched on them, but you haven't gone deep enough yet. And this is saying that that's complicating the union of everything for this blissful relationship. You need to have those very meaningful conversations, those deep ones, those raw emotions. You need that. That's complicating this. You're not doing it. You're avoiding it. So then we go over here. And the fourth card is how my twin flame is helping me heal. And you have the Elder of Earth, which is the King of Pentacles. What the King of Pentacles is giving you is a solid foundation. That person is solid. You can depend on, very dependable. Very good with money, which is always nice. They're reliable. They're supportive. They're giving you that safe home feeling. You feel very safe with them. They are helping you maybe in the past with other relationships, or maybe growing up, that home feeling that I can depend on you no matter what. Might not have been there. You might have lost some of that in other relationships. But what this person is bringing to you is that feeling of security. They're supportive. They're helping. And it looks like both of you are very helping people. You love doing things with people and helping people. That is what they are giving you. Now let's ask on the fifth card to say, how am I helping my twin flame heal? And we have the Four of Fire, which is the Four of Wands. And what you are giving to them is that you are celebrating them. You are saying, I see what you are doing. I see you. I want to throw you a big party for your birthday. I want to bring you so much joy. I want you to know that I see everything you're doing for people. Like sometimes you can do things for people and they just don't appreciate it. And you go, oh, why did I do that? But to have someone in your corner to say, I see what you did there. I see how you helped. I see that you're a good person. I see you. And sometimes the helper, sometimes it's almost expected. You're always a helper to the point where people get mad when you don't help. And there's no obligation for you to help. You're just a helper. You're just that reliable person that's like, oh, something happened, go call such and such. That's you. Or that's your partner. Sorry. What you are giving them is like, I see everything that you're doing. You're such a good person. What a wonderful twin flame you have here. You are just celebrating each other and helping, and you're in the community. So what it looks like it needs to happen now, you know who this person is because they've been there through the ups and downs. You know who this is. What has not happened yet is that you haven't had that conversation. It doesn't look like you've had that conversation right here with the Emperor, the challenge, the deep emotion. You're not doing that. It's easy to celebrate and, everybody's around, but the one-on-one, it's not happening yet, and you need that. To bring this all together, you need that. So let's go look over here. This is a wonderful reading. We're going to let's look at joy. So joy is that balance of energy and higher vibration that brings you closer to divine love. See that? That can be in your future. That energy that you two have can be absolutely amazing. Absolute joy. It's worth fighting for. It's worth working towards. It's worth having that conversation. I know sometimes you think, well, I don't want to ruin what we have. We're so good together. I don't want to ruin it by saying, let's have this talk. But what this is saying is that talk is going to bring you together even more because you're avoiding it. So what transformation is saying is that don't second guess yourself. Things happen for a reason. Growth and learning come from struggle. So I can understand how this might be scary. This might be really scary. I don't want to lose them. And even if it gets really awkward, at some point, you bring this up. They're obviously avoiding it. It's going to be awkward. It looks like it's going to be awkward. But don't second guess that. This is leading you to the joy that the two of you can have. You're living it great right now. You're doing all your community things. They're supportive when things are up, when things are down. They're making you feel safe and secure. You're celebrating everything that's wonderful about them. Have that conversation right here. I mean, it couldn't be any clearer. I mean, they're saying, oh, there's your twin flame. Oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is. The yin to your yang, the zen, the balance, the unity, duality. You complement each other. I mean, really, what's the odds of getting this? So let's look at these fun little cards that I can't shuffle without putting it on the floor and paying 100 and whatever pickup. So it's saying happiness and well-being right here. The sun card. Beautiful. Put that right between you. I'm going to leave that one for a minute. So basket, recognition, rewards for merit. Well, that seems to be what you are offering in this relationship. And you're good at it. You're good at seeing people. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Well, put that over there. That might be what is happening here, that they are happy with the way things are. They too might be scared of change. They might be saying, it's good the way it is. We don't need to do that. Kind of let you just, hang in the wind there. They could be stubborn about you maybe pushing for this conversation. Really doesn't want things to change. And change, again, over here, change can be difficult. Change can be hard. But nothing ever came from everything being easy, right? Growth and learning only come from struggle. So maybe what it's saying is that your relationship has to change a little bit. But you don't need to worry. Look, here's your success. It's going to work out. Change can be hard at first, but it's going to work out. I mean, you have joy, you have success. This is your twin flame. So October is flying in here and it's saying maybe this starts rolling out in October, maybe that conversation happens in October. Or we could look back and say that you kind of notice this person in October. You kind of notice this person is always there for you. Such a community-minded, good person. you guys work together so well. So much happiness. Like when you guys are together, it's just happy, right? Now this is stork, which interesting. It says news of a birth or a new business opportunity. My. For this sake, because I'm not going to ever predict that, I'll say a new business. So there might be something that's bringing you closer. Maybe you guys are talking about doing something in the community, maybe making it a business. Yeah, might be. Maybe you're going to have to start having that conversations like, hey, look, you know, we need to talk about this before we go any farther. You know, there's some feelings that we're avoiding and we really need to hash them out. But in the end, however this works out, however this conversation works out, however you breach this beginning of a conversation, all signs are pointing to joy, success, the sun, happiness, and well-being. So for you, pile 2, you know who this person is. They're your twin flame. I think it's time to have that conversation. They're good people, and you're lucky to have them in your corner. So thank you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I'll see you next time. Hi, pile 3. I picked this card. Possibly you picked it with the red chalcedony. I think I said that right. And you may have picked it with your zodiac. Now, if these are not your zodiac, you don't have to worry. So this is just a way that some people like to pick their piles. It's different from how you picked your pile. So we are going to put down, I got them all, 5 different cards for this reading. And we are going to be asking, have I met my twin flame yet? 5 questions will help you recognize if the person in your life is that twin flame. You may have already met them. You may be on the lookout for them. We're going to find out. Right, cards? Yes. Give it a little more of a shuffle. And then we're going to ask that question. Have you met your twin flame yet? 5 cards would be great. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe this one, 5. 5 cards. And let's take a look at these. We have the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Swords. A lot of thinking going on here. The 10 of Cups, the 4 of Cups, and the King of Wands. Wow. Looks good. So next, we're going to get 1 card from the Oracle, Love Oracle deck. 1. I am so not taking that many. Don't even try me. 1 card, Love Oracle deck. And it flies across the room. Got you. Next, we'd like to have, if I could do a nice little, that was ridiculous, hand over. All right, so that's so much better. So much better. All right, we want 2 cards. Please give me 2 cards, just 2 cards. Have you met your twin flame yet? Give me a little information on that. 2 cards. One more time. Okay, 1, 2 cards. And then we're going to grab a few of my Nemesis cards here. Call them that because I can't freaking shuffle them without throwing them. I'm not even going to try to riffle them. Huh. Okay, nope. Do not run away. Crazy cards. All right, let's do something that looks pretty cool. Okay, we're going to grab you and you and you. You. Fine. No more. That's it. Ooh, you're not running away. Thank you. Make my day. So let's look at these cards first. We have Gavel, involvement with the law. Wow. We have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. We have a Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Where is this reading going? We have Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. We have Goldfish, increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. We have love. Well, there you go. And we have January. Fantastic. So let's look at these cards now. This is girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happy, single, living in the moment, having fun. We don't know yet if that is before, during, or after. So we'll leave that there. This card is new beginnings. And this one is reunion of souls. This all sounds beautiful. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards, and we're going to start with the first one. Why are you drawn to each other? And that's the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is about procrastination and making a decision. Not committing to a decision. Holding off out of fear of being too impulsive. So we're going to quickly look over here and see the next question is what makes this love great? And it's the Five of Swords. So I'm guessing you already know who this person is, and I'm going to describe them. They're very good at standing up for themselves. So it looks like this love is great because they're more than willing to win at any cost. They're more than willing to make the decisions. It looks like what you are to each other, how you're drawn to each other, is that possibly making the hard decisions for you is more of a challenge, where what makes this love great is they are more than willing to take on the hard decisions. They are more than willing to be the alpha in this situation, in this relationship. But what's making it complicated is that you feel possibly you're losing a bit of your own identity because this alpha is controlling. And you're afraid that if you start making some decisions, they're not going to accept that. And you possibly might be holding some grudges because of that. So what you need here is some harmony. These two little kitties are just so happy looking at the shiny thing. And you need those moments of togetherness where you're both feeling that you're equal in this relationship. They might be the love of your life, but if they are controlling everything, there's no harmony. And that's making it very complicated for you, because in a good twin flame relationship, there's balance. And right here, I'm looking at this person is throwing everything out of balance, and you're getting upset with it. You are giving them power. Realize that by not making your own decisions and willingly letting them be the bad guy and the fall guy for all the hard decisions, you have given that power to them. So part of the problem is you're giving away that balance, and they'll take it, but you need balance. So how are they helping you heal? That's what this card is about. How is your twin flame helping you heal? And that's the Four of Cups. So one thing that they are doing is they're taking the heat off of letting you make those decisions. And maybe there's a reason you are not prepared to make those decisions. So this person is giving you that time to have your self-care, giving you that time so that you're not going to be anxious or depressed about having to make these heavy decisions. They're more than willing to do that for you. So there might be another reason why you're giving up a bit of that power is because you're just not dealing. And they are stepping in and saying, I will do this dirty work of making these hard decisions. You need to take that time with self-care, and I'll help you get to a better place. So it's not all doomy gloomy. They are helping you. They are doing this out of love. Maybe it's not so much of a I'm taking control, you're giving control. Maybe it's more like I'm helping you until you get to that place where you can do this on your own. Maybe that's where this is going, and I like that much better. So they are giving you this opportunity to do your self-care. They're taking on the bigger, harder responsibilities. And you might not be liking a lot of the decisions, and that might be where the grudge might be coming in. Well, like, I would have did that differently. It's like, but you're not. And they're going, okay, I'm going to try not to hold a grudge on that, but I'm going to sit over here and I'm going to do my therapies. I'm going to do my yoga, meditation, whatever you need to get you into a healthier place. They are allowing you that time. So that's how they are helping you. So let's look at how you are helping them. So how are you helping your twin heal? Right over here. And that's the King of Wands. And I think what we need to see here is they love your passion. You do know what needs to get done. They're just not willy-nilly, burning the neighborhood down with their control. You are guiding everything that's going on. And that is helping them. Maybe you're being very creative in how you want things done. Maybe you're helping them temper this alpha energy. I think that maybe what you do need to realize and what they do see in you is that you do have a bold energy on your own. You are twin flames, but for some reason, it's out of balance where you are giving them permission to take the reins for a while because you do need some self-care. But don't forget how bold you are. And they don't forget how bold you are. And that's probably why you two work together so well. So let's look down here. So we have new beginnings. What that talks about is after the big emotions comes the new day. Don't be attached to the emotions. You have to let it go. Which goes right over here to the Four of Cups, which might be what you're dealing with. Something happened, there's big emotion involved, and they are giving you time to let it go. They're making the big decisions, they're making the alpha decisions, and them knowing that your bold self, can do this, but they are there to help you with that. Something happened, you need time. You know who this person is that has stepped in to help you. This person has stepped up and stepped in. First, I thought maybe they were like taking it, but it looks like now going over the cards, it looks more like you're giving it to them because you're going through something and you need that time to process this big emotion and you need to let it go. You need to not hold grudges, just to honestly experience it all, feel it all, and let it go. Reunion of Souls is the next card. So Reunion of Souls talks about a person that comes in to teach you a lesson based in love, and it can be challenging. And the point is to be grateful and then to move on from that challenge. It talks about the belief that before you come here, there's like a council and a meeting of souls to say, these are going to be the lessons that you're going to learn down there on earth in this realm. And there's going to be people come in to teach you a lesson. And even if these lessons are hard and they cause so much emotion, it is always done in love. And it is always predetermined. You've agreed to this, as hard as that sounds or to believe, but it's kind of nice to know that this is all done out of love. You had to learn something hard. And one thing they always say is just, well, Mr. Rogers always said, always look around for the helpers. So maybe in this situation, your twin flame right now is a very big helper in helping you make decisions, letting you have that time to get over whatever big emotion you have to process so you can have a new beginning. We'll look at this card. Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, living in the moment, having fun. One thing this person might be bringing to you is that friendship, letting you talk. Sure, they are taking over the big decisions that you just don't have the energy for. But they are also bringing that friendship that is comfortable, that daily fun talk, gossip talk, talking about things that are happening right now so you don't dwell on the big emotion that you're processing. It seems like they know how to talk to you, that you guys can sit and talk for hours. And it's probably something you need to help you get through the day. which is a wonderful thing. So far, it doesn't look like the twin flame is a romantic flame yet, but they certainly do know what you need right now in whatever situation is going on. So we look down here at these, and we've got the gavel, involvement with the law. So maybe this problem is pretty big if the law is involved. But we also, with that comes the rainbow. The most difficult part of the situation is over. And this is where they are helping you get over, process what happened, whatever happened, bringing normalcy back with, girl talk. Men have girl talk. Grown men sit and gossip just like old women. This is not gender. It's a comfortable feeling in a conversation. So we also have spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So I think the partner here is definitely your torch, bringing enlightenment and understanding, helping you to move on. I'm sure there's great love between you two. Now, it doesn't have to be, big love story. It doesn't look like that's what it is right now, but you definitely love each other. Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matter. Well, I don't think this is what's going on here. We'll see. Goldfish, increase in material wealth and spiritual growth. Well, I definitely see that this is where you're going with the Four of Cups. You're taking that time to get some spiritual growth to deal. I really don't know where this rabbit's going to go. It does not look like there's a lot of that going on here. But maybe there is. And it shouldn't be a concern right now. So, pile 3. This is a heavy reading. I hope you enjoyed the insight. It looks like your twin flame is in your life, helping you, guiding you, getting you into a better place mentally and emotionally in your life. And I thank you for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you.